to see some more questions of organic chemistry.
Sir, second answer is C, sir.
C.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will tell. Do both the
AC, sir.
questions.
AC, AC.
AC.
AC, sir. AC.
Yes, C. Completed? For the answer first question,
A, sir.
AC.
Only A, sir. If we go by major product.
But sir said all products means
Should
AC.
take other acidic structure also.
he is asking the products of the reaction. It is more than one option. Not asking major product.
Then A, sir.
Then AC.
Only a
AC, sir.
AC. AC.
AC. So orthochlorotoluene is subjected to conditions used in Dow's process. What is Dow's process?
Phenol press.
Chlorobenzene to phenol reaction.
Chlorobenzene to phenol reaction, that is reacted with
Fused then
aqueous solution of potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide.
At high temperature pressure.
Right. So
Then-
that is Dow's process. It gives phenol. And the mechanism of this reaction is known to you. It proceeds by Benzyne mechanism. Now he's saying that you take orthochlorotoluene. If you're taking orthochlorotoluene, then what products can be formed in this Dow's process? It will go by Benzyne mechanism. Now if it goes by Benzyne mechanism, the nucleophile can attack either here or here. Those two possibilities are there. So obviously the product will be A and C. Now second question, you have to identify the compounds which have carbon-oxygen double bond length almost similar to carbon-oxygen single bond length. Here also the answers are A and C. You see this one, this first compound, actually this will exist in this form. This will exist like this. That pi bond will get shifted to oxygen, there will have negative charge and here will have positive charge. So this compound basically exists in this form. And the region is known to you. What is the region? Region is, this is aromatic. So here in this carbon-oxygen double bond, that single bond character will be very high. That will exist like the single bond only. Similar is the case here. If this pi bond is shifted to oxygen, then this will also become aromatic. So this compound also exists in this form only. But here, if you are shifting this pi bond to oxygen, then you see what will happen. This will become anti-aromatic. So it is not going to exist in that form. Here also aromaticity is not going to come even if you shift this pi bond to oxygen. So it won't exist in another form. So it is only A and C where carbon-oxygen double bond length will be almost similar to that of carbon-oxygen single bond
Sir, can ethanoic esters also give haloform reaction? Sir?
Which one?
Ethanoic esters.
Ethanoic ester.
Like ethyl esters.
Ethyl.
RCOET, sir. That can give
RCOO.
ET. It can give haloforms.
Never.
Sir, but its hydrolysis can happen and it will give ethanol.
Hydrolysis will happen, it will give ethanol.
Yes.
Hydrolysis, for ester hydrolysis, all the time people have this kind of confusion. The ester hydrolysis, what is the condition for ester hydrolysis? This is highly reversible reaction.
In basic medium, it won't be reversible.
Only base is, basic medium, it won't be reversible, but it does not mean that hydrolysis will happen. For hydrolysis, what do we need? Basically, we need large excess of water.
Yes.
If you do not have large excess of water, then this reaction will be very, very slow reaction.
Okay.
So,
yes.
From our side, we are not going to take hydrolysis.
Yes. Thank you.
Now see this question. You have to identify Find the answer.
Sir, second one is CD, sir.
Second one is CD.
A is also correct.
A is also correct. So for second question, correct answers are A, C, D. What is the reason for A?
NGP of sulfur will donate more easily.
Right. So here this first compound will undergo hydrolysis faster than the second compound because this is going to react by NGP. Sulfur will be better donor of electron as compared to oxygen. So it will proceed by NGP. Because of that, reaction will be faster. B, at this vinylic carbon, nucleophilic substitution is not possible. It is very, very difficult. So here this second compound will react with faster rate. So it cannot be the answer. Similarly, the case here at bridgehead carbon also the nucleophilic substitution is not possible. This is the bridgehead carbon where nucleophilic substitution is impossible. So here also first compound will react with faster rate. For the region for D,
Electron withdrawing groups favor SN2 reaction.
right. So here very strong electron withdrawing effect of this CO group will increase the reactivity of this first compound in SN2. Both are going to react by SN2 here. So it will be D. Okay, now tell the answer of first question. You have to identify the compounds which have higher heat of combustion than 2-methyl heptane.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, but hydrolysis is an SN1 reaction, so generally.
Hydrolysis is SN1. What is basically hydrolysis? Hydrolysis is the reaction with water, or it may be the reaction with aqueous solution of base. If your substrate is tertiary, then hydrolysis of tertiary substrate is SN1. But this is not the case for primary substrate or secondary substrate.
Okay, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
A. Only A.
Only yes.
Yes.
How did you get?
Sir, first, more number of carbons, more will be the heat of combustion. Sir, D option will be less than that.
Okay, so D option you have removed. After that?
Sir, when carbons are equal, you have to check the stability of the compound, sir.
Okay. How do you check?
Sir, more number of terminal CH3 groups, more is the stable.
Right. So you got only A?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is correct. You have to compare 2-methyl heptane and this. They are asking identify the compounds which have higher heat of combustion than 2-methyl heptane. So obviously the compound which will have more number of carbons than this 2-methyl heptane will have higher heat of combustion. If the number of carbons in the compound is less than 2-methyl heptane, that will have less heat of combustion. So if you compare 2-methyl heptane, 2-methyl hexane, definitely this 2-methyl hexane will have less heat of combustion than 2-methyl heptane. Here you have less number of carbons. So this is not going to have higher heat of combustion. Now, after that, if you compare A, B, C, and this 2-methyl heptane all are having same number of carbons. In 2-methyl heptane, you will have 8 carbons, and in A, B, and C also have 8 carbons, equal number of carbons. So if number of carbons are equal, then you have to compare the stability. And it must be known to you, and I have also told in the class that in the case of alkanes, the stability depends on what? It depends on number of terminal methyl groups. So for alkanes, remember this point. This is anyway one experimental observation, that stability is directly proportional to number of terminal methyl groups. More the number of terminal methyl groups, more is the stability of alkane, and less is the heat of combustion. So just I will compare only one option, remaining you can do. So if you take 2-methyl heptane, the given compound, this is 2-methyl heptane. This is 2-methyl heptane. So if you count the number of terminal methyl, this is one, this is another, and here is the third terminal methyl. So it has got 3 terminal methyl groups. Now, if you write the structure of this normal octane, you will have only 2 terminal methyl groups there. This is normal octane. It has only 2 terminal methyl groups. Since it has got only 2 terminal methyl group, it is less stable than this 2-methyl heptane. Now, if it is less stable, it will have more heat of combustion. So obviously, normal octane has more heat of combustion than 2-methyl heptane. Now, you can compare B and C. You will find that B and C are more stable than 2-methyl heptane, so they will have less heat of combustion. So remember this point, for stability of alkane, more the number of terminal methyl group, more is the stability of alkane, and as you know, heat of combustion will be inversely proportional to stability. But this you have to compare when alkanes have same number of carbons.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, for alkenes of same molecular mass, order of heat of hydrogenation and heat of combustion is same, sir.
How will you hydrogenate alkane?
Alkenes, sir,
Alkene. Yeah. What are you telling for alkene?
of same molecular mass, order of heat of hydrogenation and heat of combustion is same, sir.
Normally that will be same. If molecular mass is same, then normally the heat of hydrogenation and heat of combustion order is same.
Okay, thanks.
solve these two questions.
Sir, first answer is 3, sir.
First answer is 3, right? Do second one.
Sir, second one is also 3, sir.
Second one is also 3. Okay. Others also do the second question.
Sir, second answer is 4, sir.
Second answer is 4.
Yes, sir.
Once you check, I think this is also 3. Answer of both the questions are 3.
Yes, sir. 3 only.
3 only. Right. Okay, so first question. You have to identify the compounds which will distinguish ethanol and phenol. This is methyl magnesium bromide. When ethanol and phenol are reacted with methyl magnesium bromide, both will give methane gas only. There will be acid-base reaction. You cannot use it. Next is ferric ammonium nitrate. Ethanol will respond to ferric ammonium nitrate test, phenol will not. What's about the next one? Bromine water.
It can also be used.
Can we use it?
Yes, sir. Bromine
will get bromine.
precipitate.
Ethanol will not give any reaction, but phenol will give white precipitate of 2,4,6-tribromophenol. So phenol will give precipitate, ethanol will not give any reaction, so we can use it. Sodium metal we cannot use. With ethanol as well as with phenol, sodium will give you hydrogen gas. Any compound which has acidic hydrogen on reaction with sodium gives hydrogen. That is there in both the cases. Neutral ferric chloride. Phenol will respond, ethanol will not. Sodium bicarbonate, no reaction with any of those. Brady's reagent. What is Brady's reagent?
2,4-DNP.
2,4-DNP. There is no use of this Brady's reagent for any of these two. Brady reagent to be used for carbonyl compounds. Lithium aluminum hydride. What reaction is possible when these two, ethanol and phenol, are reacted with lithium aluminum hydride? What will the reaction?
Acid.
Acid-base reaction. So what product will you get?
Ethoxide and clean oxide.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen gas will come. So both will give hydrogen gas. So we cannot use it. So these are the only three compounds which will be used. Now, second, so you will get the idea of this compound A from the last step. If you see the last reaction, it is very clear which reaction it is. Which reaction is this? The last reaction?
Perkins condensation.
Perkins
Perkins
reaction.
condensation. So it is Perkins reaction, and then you can easily get everything. So benzaldehyde on reaction with Z in the presence of P gives this cinnamic acid. So can anyone tell what is this Z?
Acetic anhydride.
Acetic anhydride. So Z is acetic anhydride. And you see this one, P. P also you must have got. What is P there?
Yes, 3
Sodium
C.
acid.
That will be
Sodium.
acetate ion. Then, and they are talking about sodium, so it may be sodium salt of acetic acid. So this is P, we got Z and we got P. Now, if you got P, you got Y also. You see, P is obtained by the reaction of Y with sodium. So obviously Y is acetic acid. When acetic acid is reacted with sodium, it will give hydrogen gas and sodium acetate. So Y is acetic acid. Now, when acetic acid Y is heated with phosphorus pentoxide, anhydride formation will take place and we'll get acetic anhydride, that is Z. So it is correct. Now, after getting Y, try to identify compound A. When this compound A is heated, it gives Y, means acetic acid, and 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So tell what will be this compound A.
Malonic acid.
That will be malonic acid. This will be any gem dicarboxylic acid. Whenever gem dicarboxylic acid is heated, it undergoes decarboxylation and gives monocarboxylic acid. So A will be this malonic acid. Now, when this malonic acid is heated with phosphorus pentoxide, what is the product?
Carbon suboxide.
Carbon suboxide. So it gives carbon suboxide. This is carbon suboxide, C3O2. So your product X is carbon suboxide. And after that, you can count sigma bond and pi bond, you will get the answer.
ABD, sir.
BD.
Yes.
Yes, sir, ABD.
BC, sir.
BC. If BO is bond order and this is bond length. So in option A and B, you have to compare bond order. In option C, you have to compare bond length. And D option, anyway, I've written.
BCD, sir.
Okay. So this question, I think everyone has got. Geltral method cannot be used for the estimation of nitrogen in. The answers are A, B, and D. You know the limitation of Gelder's method. Gelder's method is not applicable or it is not useful for azo compounds, for nitro compounds, and for nitrogen in the ring. So in the case of azo compound, nitro compounds and nitrogen present in the ring structure, Gelder method for estimation of nitrogen is not useful. So your answer is ABD. Now come to the second question. Okay. What answer you are getting?
BCD.
BCD. Correct answer is BCD only. Here, see, if you compare the bond order of carbon 1, carbon 2, 3, 6, 5, 4, and these bonds, 2, 3, and 3, 4 bonds also. Can we say that the bond order of carbon 2, carbon 3 bond and carbon 3, carbon 4 bond will be less than the remaining? I want to say that the bond order of carbon 2, carbon 3 bond and carbon 3, carbon 4 bond will always be less than carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 6, and carbon 4, carbon 5. I'm talking about bond order. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
See, here in this compound, this is the most contributing structure. Resonance is possible, many resonating structures you can write. But in all those resonating structures, you will have charges somewhere. This is the most contributing structure. The hybrid of this compound will have maximum contribution from this structure only. Or you can say that hybrid structure will be very close to this structure. Now in this structure, see carbon 1, carbon 2 bond, C1, C2 bond, C3, C6 bond, C4, C5 bond, all are double bonds. But 2, 3 and 3, 4 are single bonds. Then obviously the bond order of C2, C3 and C3, C4 are going to be less than the remaining bonds which have double bond here. C means C1, C2, C3, C6 and C4, C3. So C2, C3 bond order and C3, C4 bond order will always be less than C1, C2, C3, C6 and C4, C5. This only I have written. The bond order of C2, C3 and C3, C4 will always be less than C1, C2, C3, C6 and C4, C5. This we are getting from this structure, which is the most contributing structure in hybrid, and hybrid will be very close to this structure. Now, for comparing the bond order of remaining bonds, which have double bond character, we need to write the resonating structure, and from there we have to get it. So, 42, write all possible resonating structures, and then you try to get it. So I think these 5 resonating structures are possible. So they are all 5 resonating structures. Now calculate bond order of C1, C2 bond. Then you know how to calculate it. It is total number of bonds in all possible resonating structures divided by the number of resonating structures. So here you have 2 plus 1 3 plus 2 5 plus 2 7 and 1 here 8. So 1 2 3 4 6 to 8. So 8 by 5 it is 1.6. Now calculate bond in system. But single bond, we have decided they are always going to be longer than double bond. That you have to get from this most contributing structure only. For single bond, if you calculate bond order in this way, then you will get wrong answer. C3, C6, 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. So it is 6 by 5, 1.2. And you calculate for C4, C5, 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So it is again 8 by 5. So they are the bond orders of C1, C2 and others. So first option is bond order of C1, C2 and C3, C6 are equal. They are not equal, 1.6 and 1.2. This is wrong. Now bond order of C1, C2 bond means this bond will be greater than C3, C6. So C1, C2 and C3, C6, here itself you find it is 1.6 and 1.2. So C1, C2 and C3, C6, this is correct. But it is C2, C3. For C2, C3, we have not calculated bond order, but as I told you, the bond order of C2, C3 and C3, C4 will always be less than the remaining. So this option is also correct. Now C1, C2 and C4, C5. C1, C2 and C4, C5. They have same bond order, so same bond length. So C is also correct. Now C1, C2 bond has more double bond character than that of 1,3 butadiene. Now if you write the structure of 1,3 butadiene, I can write here. This is 1,3 butadiene. What is bond order of C1, C2 bond? Can anyone tell what is bond order of C1, C2 bond there in butadiene?
4 by 3.
Yeah?
4 by 3.
But 4 by 3.
4 by 3. So it will be 1.33. So here C1, C2 is 1.6, in butadiene it is 1.33. So this option D is also correct. It will have more bond order, means it will have more double bond character.
We say it is like cross conjugation, sir, over 1, 2 and 4, 5.
Cross conjugation?
Between 1, 2 and 4, 5.
Yeah.
So resonance is less effective than in butadiene. That's why it'll have more double bond character.
More double bond character of what? Okay, as compared
That's
to
C1,
butadiene.
C2.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell.
sir, if we compare the structure at the top and the structure to the left bottom, sir.
Structure to the left bottom, this one.
Yes, sir, and the structure at the top, sir.
This one.
Sir, aren't both of them same, sir? Like if you just flip those compounds, I think you'll get same components, both same structures.
See, they are identical structures, but if you number the carbons as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then what you are able to understand that here in this structure, the bond between carbon 4 and carbon 5, that is double bond. But here the bond between carbon 4 and carbon 5 is single bond.
Okay, sir.
So they are identical structures, but if you number the carbons, the difference will come.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, why shouldn't we consider the single bond between 2 and 3 bond order to be calculated in this way, sir?
You see, here actually what will happen, this only I was telling that you have got so many resonating structures for this. But which is the most contributing structure?
The uppermost one, sir.
This one?
Yes, sir.
This is the most contributing structure. Here nowhere any charge is there, remaining all have charges. So this is going to be most contributing structure. What does it mean? Hybrid will have maximum character of this structure. In other words, your hybrid structure will be nothing but this structure one. Or you can say that hybrid will be very close to this structure. More than 90% character of hybrid will be of this structure. So if you see this structure, what you're finding? You're finding that C2, C3 and C3, C4 bonds are single bond here.
Yes, sir.
But these bonds are double bond.
Yes.
The C4, C5, C3, C6, C1, C2, these are double bonds.
Yes, sir.
Now, if these two bonds are single bond and remaining three bonds are double bond in this structure, which is very close to hybrid, this simply means in hybrid structure also, these two bonds, C2, C3 and C3, C4, will have more single bond character than the remaining. That's why we are saying that this C2, C3 and C3, C4 will always be longer than the remaining, or it will have lesser bond order than the remaining.
Yes, understood.
When we need to compare, you see, this kind of question was, one question of this kind was there in your F5 of GOC also. That time also there was one question of this kind.
Okay, sir.
I think that question was something like this. Yeah, this was the question. You remember. For acetic acid, they are asking if this carbon oxygen double bond length is X and this carbon oxygen single bond length is Y, then what is the relationship between X and Y? X equal to Y, X greater than Y, or X less than Y? What is your answer?
X less than Y, sir.
X less than Y. Here also resonance is possible. And if you write the resonating structure, then we will get this one. Now, if I ask you to calculate the bond order of this carbon oxygen double bond using that formula, this kind of formula, what bond order will you get? 2 plus 1, 3, 3 by 2, 1.5 you will get. And for this also, if you calculate, then 1 plus 2, 3, 3 by 2, 1.5. But does it mean they have equal bond length? They do not have equal bond length. Here, in hybrid structure, the contribution of this structure will be more than that of this structure. And not only more, much more, because this is neutral structure that has got some charges. Charge has been separated there.
Yes.
So even though on calculation we are finding that the bond order is coming same, but bond length is not same here. This carbon oxygen single bond means Y will always be longer than X, because in actual structure, which is hybrid structure, the contribution of this structure will be much more. Hybrid will be very close to this structure. Same logic you have to use here also.
Yes. Understood.
Okay, so I'm closing for the day. We'll meet in the next class again.